Welcome to King's Corner, where I give you daily updates on everything that's happening in the industry. Well, today, Nintendo had a direct, and to everyone's surprise, they dropped a lot of gems. So, I would like to get into what these gems are, and should you be concerned with where Nintendo is going next? Because they did lay out some really good plans, and I appreciate it. Miyamoto came out and he explained that Nintendo will be using your cell phone to reach you in greater ways. It's an app that will be available for iPhone as well as Android. Now, that app is available today. What the app does is give you daily updates on what's happening with Switch 2 information, Nintendo Switch information, and the Switch. Just the same way they have the new alarm clock, which actually goes off with wonderful new chimes. Nintendo is trying to reach their audience in different, unique ways. And that's how I love my Nintendo. I love Nintendo to express themselves in these different, unique ways. So the app shows you, like day to day, what's going to happen, what's going on with their new information. I appreciate Nintendo for all of this new updates, and to see Miyamoto there did kind of warm my heart. So at the end of the day, go to the App Store later on today, and you'll be able to download it from your Android or your iOS and be updated on what's happening with the Nintendo Switch 2 and the regular Nintendo Switch. Did you ever wonder how Nintendo was going to handle digital games and your physical games, and what's the whole mix up? What was going to happen if you had multiple devices, and how would you share these things with your family? Well, Nintendo gives you a solution. Their solution is the virtual game card. The virtual game card is taking your digital games and actually making it seem like and feel like a physical virtual card. That virtual card from the digital will seems like it'll download into your game, into your actual handheld. And you're able to hold your library there. But the best part about that is you're able to share that library with another Nintendo. Let's say you do have two Nintendo Switches. Well, all you have to do is link them up together the first time. That one initial link up will allow you to transfer that game over to the next Nintendo Switch. So let's say you have one downstairs, you have one upstairs. You're able to do so. Simple, very easy, with no problem. But at the same time, let's say you do have family members and you want to trade your game, or let them hold it, let them borrow it, lend your game out, if you will. What you're able to do is you're able to take that game and you can mix it and match it between consoles. You can lend them up to one game per 2 weeks, and that's great. Family members is able to borrow one game at a time. Now, you can't take one game, let's say it's Super Mario Brothers. You can't lend that to 4 different people. One game per person for 2 weeks. If you forget after the 2 weeks that you lend it to one of your family members, it reverts right back to you. So Nintendo seems to have gotten around the whole of digital gaming thing. Will this be a thing with everyone else? Well, Nintendo often innovates, and a lot of people do imitate. So listen, I appreciate them going this extra mile when it comes to my gaming, especially lending out my game. Sometimes you forget that you lend your game out. Well, that's no longer a problem when your game is a virtual card. One of the best RPGs has just been announced for the Nintendo Switch. That's Dragon's Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake. If you've never got a chance to play one of the longest standing great RPGs, well, here's your chance. If you have a Nintendo Switch and you're looking for what's the next best RPG that you can get your hands on, may I recommend Dragon Quest HD Remake, HD 2D Remake 1 and 2. Check it out. The colors are vibrant. The world looks amazing. The story is rich. The battles are intense. And Nintendo has brought this all to the Nintendo Direct today and allowing you to jump in. Sounds incredible, plays even more phenomenal. Let me know what you think about it when you get your hands on Dragon Quest HD 2D Remake 1 and 2. What's sure to surprise everyone, Nintendo announced Pokemon Legends Z to A. Now, the game is kind of a mix of the humans and the Pokemons all in one town. And they're showing you how the Pokemons live, they're showing you how the humans live, and they're showing you how they live together. Now, there's a part of the town that's called the Wilds, and that's outside of the town where you're able to gather Pokemon. And you can throw your Pokeball. I understand Wild Power World, they were going after you. Not cool, but Nintendo's standing on their toes right now. But this town, you're able to do battles. Now, listen, seemingly everything is great in the daytime, but when nighttime comes around, that's when the town sections off and you're able to couple up with your friends and do some battles inside the town. I love all the variations of the Pokemons that I did see. I like the way that the city is zoned off, and it gives you an old school feel of Pokemon. Now, it feels like Pokemon Go mixed with some form of, I don't know, remember old school Tamagotchi? That was here too today. But it feels like that, right? It feels like, kind of like, Pokemon on the go, but at home, virtually. But again, it has a nice little battle system that you all have come to love when it comes to Pokemon. And the fact that Nintendo got a chance to show off a new title coming out this year, because all the titles that they did show at the Nintendo Direct was really good ones. And they're showing that they're still supporting all their millions and millions of gamers that actually purchased a Nintendo Switch. You're not left in a lurch. Nintendo got your back. Star Overdrive is probably one of my personal favorites that I did see at the show. I like the whole surfboarding because it gives me a Nora and Rad feel. I'm a huge fan of the Silver Surfer, huge fan of intergalactic travel and space exploration. It gives me a punk rock vibe with a surfboard of mentality. Listen, Star Overdrive, I guess you fit the bill. I do appreciate it. The demo's out today, so I suggest you go try that. Maybe it's something that you're looking forward to. Maybe it's something that I'm looking forward to. Maybe Nintendo knows exactly what we're thinking. I don't know. Think so, yo. And a surprising plot twist. A lot of people thought that Microsoft games would show up, but lo and behold, the old franchise title, Hot Shot Golf, which is called Everybody's Golf, Hot Shots, made its appearance. Now, the last time I got this game, it was on Vita. But it seems like the Nintendo Switch will be the new bearer of this wonderful title. It's a great golfing title. If you haven't got a chance to play it, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of spins on the ball, like back spins, forward spins, side spins, a lot of trick balls that you can get a chance to use. It's an incredible display of golfing. If golfing is your thing and you like the deformed characters, it's a fun romp. It's a great game. PlayStation really knows how to make this game. They really lean heavily into the golfing and fun gameplay aspects of it. Trust and believe this is one of the purchases that you will purchase and you will grow to love it like everybody loves Hot Shot Golfs. This is a wonderful title for you. Now, in a title that I did not expect to see, and I am just happy as hell that it's here. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Now, we find Samus on a new planet. And this new planet, she's going to get new powers. She's fighting new enemies in a weird land of Vuros. Oh, man, I've waited for this game because I like the Prime, Metroid Prime storyline. I think the gameplay, the first person's perspective on Samus is a good take. I remember when they first did it, I was hooked from the beginning. So honestly, Nintendo knocked my socks off. It was this show to me was a great show because of this inclusion, and the game is coming out this year. I saw the different enemy types. I was super intrigued. Went right back to the blaster, shooting them, targeting them, locking on. So I was like, okay, automatically familiar with that aspect of it. The flying, the crawling creatures, that was a go. But then they introduced a new power that Samus was given, and it has something to do with psionic telekinesis type powers. And I was automatically intrigued because now it uses her left hand in seeing the world in the spectral vision and opening doors with the left hand while guiding your bullets with the powers on. So now not only do you shoot one enemy, you can combo shoot, and then you can open dials with the power. It changes the way we see Samus when it comes to Metroid Prime, you know, as a franchise. I like it. I'm pretty sure that you'll like it. And the fact that this is one of the titles that's on the regular Nintendo Switch before they announced the Switch 2 is as incredible as it's going to get. I do appreciate Nintendo dropping this. And this little nugget of information kind of sealed the deal for me. Now, I did not expect this. Marvel Games shows up with a tribute made game. Oh, man. As you can see in the back of me, I'm a huge Avengers fan, huge Marvel fan. A ton of these characters are here. From Spider-Man to Wolverine to Captain America to Nova to Storm to all these wonderful characters are taking center stage in a side-scrolling beat 'em up. Now this must be the year of Marvel because we got Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, which was incredible. And the reason why I mentioned Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, because if you look at the characters do stances and poses from those games. So it looks like they know their fan base that they're going for, the demographic that they're looking to reach. And I'm pleased that this game is actually a game that is coming out to the Nintendo Switch. It looks amazing. All the characters, Marvel Cosmic Invasion is something that I think it will tickle everyone's fancy. A wonderful game. So that's it for King's Corner. Nintendo Direct. I want to know what you guys scored it. Did you guys score it great? I scored it an 8 out of 10. Well, see you for the next news drop. See you tomorrow.